Panda anthem.
Ian, what's up?
Red Panda anthem.
Red Panda, what's good?
Red Panda anthem.
It's your boy.
Janet.
Jan, who we got?
Bass Moreno, unmute yourself, please.
BX, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Hi, Janet. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, Janet, you're such an inspiration with everything that you're doing. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
19 Keys. I've been a mind-blowing conversation. I need to watch the replay on YouTube. There's so many gems you dropped. Thank you.
Man, thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
So this question was more for Rashada and Ian. I want to go through my portfolio because I want to get ready for the stock splits that are coming up later this year. And I want to get these stocks for myself and my kids and come up with a game plan on what exactly to do.
Okay. Fire away, brother. Good to hear you.
I got XOY, XOK, VTI, VOO. I got Tesla, Square, SOCL, SE, QQQ, Nike, Microsoft, Crowd, AMD, and Apple.
Do you want to go first? Or you want me to go?
You can go.
My brother, it's good to hear your voice. I would literally put them all up on the board like their draft board. And I literally want you to go through each one and tell me out of those four, which are the top four. So I would definitely have Tesla, definitely would have Apple. And I didn't get a chance to talk about it tonight. But even if you look at Buffett's portfolio, without the addition of Apple, he may have lost his reign as one of the top 10 investors. So now Apple has become a hedge for most portfolios. So if you guys look, Apple only dropped 17.53% this year. There were some stocks that dropped 50 and 80%. There is some overlap that you don't. So I like Vanguard just because of the fee structure, but I would definitely pare down and do 5 maximum. But if Tesla does a split, he's campaigning for it. Doesn't mean it's guaranteed to happen. But if it does happen, if it's 5-1 or 10-1, you are going to be elated. So I would definitely have Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, and I would lean towards VTI. Or if you want some growth there, you can do VGT, which is Vanguard's technology fund.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of ETFs. I think that's a very safe way to go. So I like QQQ, XLK, XOY. I'm not really a huge fan of that
me either.
SOCL situation. And then the other one, the S. What was the other S you said?
SE.
SC?
Yeah.
It's C Unlimited.
C Unlimited.
Yeah.
I know. When I met you guys in New York, and Ian told me it was a B+ player at that time. That's November. So I know a lot has happened since then.
We want all A's. We want all superstars on the team.
I mean, it had an A+ performance after the pandemic. Obviously, it's coming back down to earth a little bit, but yeah, I'm not mad at that one. Crowd, I love. I'm just adding for Shadi. Crowd, I love. But like Ian said, there's a little overlap.
I've been doing some research. There's definitely some overlap.
Yeah. So like even like and I'm not knocking it. I have it too. Like so, XLK and QQQ both in tech, and then you have Microsoft and Apple as well, and those are leading XLK. And so if you're trying to scale down the portfolio, I would focus on maybe, like you said, maybe 5 to 7 of them. But if you want to expand it, I mean, you could keep it. They both have performed well, and QQQ is coming back. XLK has been great. But yeah, I think your portfolio is pretty solid, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And Ian, where can I find the link for the stock club? And Kajabi, I can never find it.
For the call tonight?
Yeah.
If you scroll all the way to the bottom, it'll say the Red Panda Stock Club call. But if you don't have it, just send me a message on Telegram and I'll send it to you directly.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Boss, appreciate you.
No, thank you. Let's get 1 or 2 more questions, Janet, before we.
Scotty ready to go.
No. I'm more. I'm ready.
Boss has put up an Instagram post about this night already.
I'm energized.
Karoma, we are coming to you. I mean, yourself.
Oh my God.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
How are you?
How are you?
What's going on?
I'm nervous. But I'm good.
That ain't me. That's Shadi making her nervous.
Nah.
Okay.
I ain't even got my crown on, so it can't be me.
Shades off.
Oh, you took the crown off.
You gotta put the something. Nothing's going back.
That's very rare.
We gotta end it with that at least.
I'm gonna end it. She has a good question.
Or go to Snapchat and you can put a crown on yourself.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Or you can You can buy a crown, join Crown Society, and you can spend some actual money.
NFT crypto.
Listen, I don't mind selling stuff, so I don't care what people got to say about my critique. I lean
Me either.
I lean into it. We're gonna get some paper out here.
Pay me in pounds.
Yeah, pay me in pounds or Ethereum.
Preferably.
Yeah.
How can we help
Hold
you?
on. What's going on? This is your first time. What's going on?
This is my second time. Let's go.
Second time? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, she a better.
She a vet. So you a vet. What's
Yes.
what's the question?
Okay, so a couple episodes ago, it was recommended that an individual should have at minimum 2 years worth of living expenses in an emergency fund. My question is, what percentage of our overall wealth should this cash position represent? And I ask this question for two reasons. One, according to billionaire Michael Saylor, the rate of inflation is a reflection of the rapid devaluation of the US dollar.
Absolutely.
And two, the US appears to be at the tail end of its big economic cycle, its reign as a leading world power and possibly reserve currency status. So considering these things, what percentage of our overall wealth should this cash position represent?
It's one of the best questions in a while. I love this. You've also read Ray Dalio's book. I love it. So when I say I want you guys to have those 2 years, I never really wanted you to have them in cash. I want you to have them in equities that you can liquidate immediately. So if you do it through stocks, great. I know everyone does not have the appetite to do so. That's why I'm big on indexing. But as far as the degradation of the American dollar, I agree 1,000%. So even I told Stock Club today, even in some places, the inflation rate was 10 to 15%. But if you were lower income, it was actually like 30% for some people in some areas. So always have your money in a vehicle that you feel safe with, because everyone's, tolerance and temperament for quality is different, but you have to have it in some kind of equity or something that is invested to grow while you have it. So I don't want you to just have a pile of money sitting in your house 2 years worth or in an account that's not giving you any interest at all.
Noted. Oh, can I ask a follow-up question, please? Por
Yes,
favor.
kindly. Yes, let's do it.
Okay. So, question: what developments would signal to you that it was time to significantly reduce the size of your cash positions in order to preserve your wealth?
That's a great question.
Everything is going on.
I think
War.
I think when you start to see rapid inflation, when you start to see government instability, when you start to see declines in real estate, things of that nature, those are all telltale signs. But I personally think that you should have 12 months in cash in a savings account. That's what I do personally. Everybody has their own personal opinion. I have 12 months. I have a little bit more than 12 months, but 12 months in just an online savings account that's not invested in the stock market, because anything can happen. And what you don't want, that's an emergency fund. You don't want to have your emergency fund invested, because let's say the worst possible case scenario, the stock market crashes and you have an emergency fund of $100,000 and that goes to $40,000. Now that's your actual emergency fund. Now you lost 60% of your money. Now it's invested. You can have time to get it back. But if you need that money to pay your mortgage, to, send your kid to school, to pay your car note, that's different. So I personally think that you should have some money in cash. All your money should not be invested. Only invest money that you can afford to lose. Only invest money that you don't necessarily need. The money that is your emergency fund, you should have that in a cash position. So that's just my thoughts on it.
I add, when you see Ray Dalio and taking his fund and thinking about investing in crypto, I think that's a telltale sign. You understand me? Because that's who you got your information from. I think just the adoption of crypto and NFTs and the popularity of them is another sign of the decline of the dollar in the first place. You understand me? Of course, then you got depopulation, you understand me, of society of America. You have so many different, we are living in the cluster of signs right now. You understand me? If you want to look out for a sign, just open your window. They out there. But
let me ask a couple follow-up questions to you. Do you have a significant cash position now, like 20 or 30% of your net worth in cash?
Me, no.
Okay.
I was just asking. I just wanted to know.
So
I like 2 years too, though.
Yeah, I mean, one, you have to look at the inverted yield curve. Like if we cross, so when it actually touched line four, talked about this, I think episode 8 maybe or 10. When the inverted yield curve touches, it does not cause a recession. It is a sign or signal of recession. But when you guys look at the chart, if it ever hits like -1% or -2 for sure, I would be concerned. I will look at the consumer confidence index as well as the business confidence index. And then third, I would look to see geopolitically in the United States of America, because even with crypto, and I'm just be real, everyone beat this wave of crypto in, and then the banks came in, they monopolized it. It won't come out for another 4 or 5 years. So they're using that as a hedge. Are we close to the end of it? Yes. But I think the banks and hedge funds are going to try and devalue crypto as well while having it as a hedge. But my biggest concern, and I've talked about it before, if China becomes the #1 superpower, that's when shit will really hit the fan.
This that Red Panda anthem.
Ian, what's up?
This that Red Panda anthem.
Red Panda,
This
what's
that
good?
Red Panda anthem.
Your
Whole
boy.
clip going up. I know they can't stand it.